Number 9. The Woman. How can we determine whether a mysterious figure in a Mars photo is just a blip on the camera or evidence of extraterrestrial life? In 2015, a mysterious photo was taken by NASA that appears to be a woman, but was only identified as an outcrop of rock. But that was not the end. The strange figure then caught the attention of UFO enthusiasts. A video footage of a little white dot in the tinted photograph was analyzed to suggest that the white dot was the woman's house. Mars is a dusty planet and it contains things like dunes and rocks, so it sounded ridiculous when you think of how the mysterious woman survived all this while. The vast abundance of rock forms on the red planet could also suggest that both the woman and her house were, you guessed it, just rocks. Although this theory was immediately dismissed and not paid much attention to, there were other findings from both years before 2015 and after that there could be an extraterrestrial lady in a long dress wandering about the planet. If this isn't flat out spooky, then I don't know what is. Number 8. Pyramid on Mars. Have you heard that Egyptian pyramids were built by aliens? Probably, right? The famous YouTube conspiracy channel Paranormal Crucible reported in 2015 that hidden things have been found on Mars by the Curiosity rover put there by NASA. NASA's Curiosity rover has been exploring the surface of the planet since 2012, and in 2015, it photographed an object that looks like a perfect pyramid. Strange. Many theorists were quick to say that the mysterious pyramid is thought to be as wide as a soccer field and as tall as a 5-story building. Some believed that the structure is the top of a building, while more pragmatic scholars claimed that it's just a small rock formation, like the size of a car. It appears to be a rock pile, perhaps a stone marker. Another possibility is that the mysterious object is a monument used to guide travelers. Some have dismissed the report, claiming that similar shapes have been found here on Earth. What do you think? Number 7. The Face of God. An image of a godlike face captured on Mars has attracted lots of attention and curiosity. Legend has it that ancient Assyrians developed space travel and left a statue of their god on Mars. NASA's Mars Opportunity rover sent an image back of a rock that resembles Nabu, the god of wisdom to the Neo-Assyrians. At least, that is according to some UFO enthusiasts. The image was taken at a site called Concepcion Crater, an area that had been a mystery to scientists due to strange coatings of rocks near the crater. The face looking at us does look a lot like the ancient Mesopotamia faces. NASA wasn't too interested in researching the phenomenon further. The organization went on to claim that it's possible to see familiar objects in random places, and there is no way the images were faked. Despite NASA's lack of enthusiasm with the finding, Ashwin Vasavada, a researcher in the Mars rover project, said the public will not be shielded from evidence of life on Mars, if it is found. More skeptics were quick to dismiss the claims as being nothing more than a rock formation. It is a natural rock at the disrupted rim of a small crater, not a sculpture made by some ancient culture or something that fell from another planet, or an imprint of someone's head, or anything else that is not itself. Using your imagination is important for science. Another spokesperson from NASA later finalized. What do you think it is? Let us know in the comments below, and if you're liking this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. Number 6. The Egyptian warrior woman statue. Adding to the mystery of an ancient Egyptian race coming from Mars, in 2018, the Curiosity rover of NASA's Mars exploration mission captured a strange photograph of a formation of rocks on Mars. Some people think that the statue resembles a female, and therefore rules out the possibility of Martian civilization having its origins in Earth's civilizations. This new evidence has sparked a debate about how ancient Egyptians may have hailed originally from the Red Planet, making many think about Egyptian history and the likelihood of space travel. It's long been theorized that millennia ago there was indeed life on Mars, and that life on Earth had been seeded by a meteorite carrying life from the Red Planet. But finding the head of an ancient Egyptian statue of a warrior woman truly gives life to these theories. Joe White, who runs a channel called Art Alien TV, found the female statue while browsing through some NASA photos from the Curiosity rover. His channel showcases and analyzes incredible pictures of unusual objects on Mars. The picture was included in one of his videos, and it shows a special area on Mars where there are several mounds that appear to contain statues that have been found in Egypt. The statue of the warrior woman has become an unsolved puzzle to many online communities. Other people like Joe have noticed interesting things in the photos too, and a lot of people are upset about the supposed suppression of this information. In all likelihood, this could just be an oddly shaped rock which just so happens to somewhat look like an Egyptian statue. However, the possibility that life could have originated on Earth from Mars, or vice versa, is still extremely intriguing. Number 5. Mars Pit. How confident are you that there is intelligent life on Mars? In a recent study in 2017, researchers analyzed images taken of the Martian surface by the HiRISE camera on NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. The photos revealed a deep pit appearing in the form of a black spot of darkness roughly 591 feet, 180 meters in diameter. A resulting NASA investigation determined that the pit was most likely caused by a melt pond of salty water, making this the first occurrence ever observed by scientists. The University of Arizona's HiRISE team discovered what appears to be obscured by a thin, dark film. When the team adjusted the brightness of the image, they were surprised by what they saw. When they moved their light around the picture, it was hard to tell whether there were any marks on the ground due to shadows. The area at the bottom of the hole appears to be sand and is sloping down towards the southeast, and there could be things hidden inside the pit, but we have no idea how deep the pit actually is. NASA scientists later believed the crater could be the entrance to a complex network of underground tunnels left behind by fast-moving channels of lava. We already have ideas for what future robots can do to explore these caverns, but in the meantime, let's appreciate the fact that NASA is already looking at how to better explore these caverns. Number 4. The volcanoes. Did you know that Mars had volcanoes? According to a new study by researchers at the University of Arizona's Lunar and Planetary Laboratory and the Planetary Science Institute, there has been recent evidence of volcanic activity on Mars, which shows that eruptions could have taken place in the past 50,000 years. Data collected from the satellites orbiting Mars discovered a previously unknown volcanic deposit. Most volcanism on the red planet occurred billions of years ago, with smaller eruptions in isolated locations continuing perhaps as recently as 3 million years ago. There was no evidence until now to indicate Mars could still be volcanically active. This raises questions about the possibility it was recently habitable. Most signs of volcanic activity previously seen in Elysium Planitia and elsewhere on Mars consisted of flowing lava stretching across the surface, similar to eruptions that happened recently in Iceland. However, this newfound eruption looks different. It appears to be a relatively fresh deposit of ash and rock on top of surrounding lava flows. Until now, NASA's rovers had not observed any geological activity. Using this new data, researchers discovered an occurrence in nature which they had not noticed before. Number 3. The mother of pearl clouds. One of the reasons we are so interested in the red planet is because of the many similarities to our own planet. On March 5, 2021, NASA's Curiosity Mars rover spotted an amazing display of iridescent clouds that appeared to be glowing against the dark horizons. According to NASA, the clouds can be found about 19 miles, 30.5 kilometers high, and are likely composed of water ice, making them similar, at least in concept, to cirrus clouds we get here on Earth. Did you even know Mars had clouds? And yes, while they may be very similar to the ones we are used to seeing, there are still a lot of major differences. The air on Mars is much thinner than it is on Earth. The air on the red planet contains mere traces of oxygen and an abundance of carbon dioxide. Earth's atmosphere is a lot more hospitable, and while we may think of clouds on Mars as something majestic and beautiful, rarely do we think about how they work. These clouds occur in the mesosphere and appear over the southern hemisphere. They are mostly composed of ice crystals that glow from the sun's rays after sunset, appearing as a pretty faint red or pink color. The same winds and weather patterns that create these beautiful clouds also lead to deadly storms. When the sun hits the surface of Mars, it spreads out for hundreds of miles. These colorful clouds may look like cotton candy, but they are really made up of fine dust whipped into the air by winds of high velocity. Being made of frozen carbon dioxide, these clouds could be called mothers of pearl, in reference to the shimmering clouds in Earth's atmosphere. Mother of pearl clouds are simply the result of clouds with identical particles. It's only easy to spot these clouds in the middle of the afternoon when the sun is out and shining through them. Number 2. A metallic underground layer. What if I told you that proof of underground bunkers were once discovered on Mars? A small metallic structure was discovered, which sparked speculation that there is something hidden underneath it. There is a small protrusion on the surface of the red planet that looks like a bent nail, and it projects an image because it casts a shadow. This shadow, which NASA scientists refer to as a protuberance, is probably only a half a centimeter high. From the angle of the picture taken, it is difficult to tell whether the object is just a trick of light or not. Although these mysterious features resembled mineral deposits, scientists still don't know for sure what they are. The mineral itself, or whatever it is, could just be a clump of iron that once belonged to a meteorite that crashed into Mars centuries ago. Now, NASA has found evidence of an iron oxide mineral within Mars. This could be a clue about why Mars is less magnetic than Earth. At this point, no one knows. That's the frustration, but also the magic of exploring another planet. Mars is a place that is so close and yet so far from us at the same time. The evidence is mysterious, and data is, often literally, rocky. Rovers will continue to try their best to figure out what the hunk of metal actually is. Until then, we'll all have to be satisfied with a little space mystery. Number 1. The human bone. Reports of human remains on Mars are greatly exaggerated. After so many years of searching, NASA and other close conspiracy followers and theorists alike have concluded that there are no human remains on Mars. Until this image showed up. This image of a human femur bone on Mars was first spotted in 2014 by NASA's Curiosity rover. There's no evidence that the object in the picture actually belongs to a human. The femur-like object could also be a piece of broken equipment or even a rock masquerading as an artifact. Some other Mars exploration members think that the terrain's shape is likely sculpted by wind or water. Despite the noise, these aren't proof of anything. They are comparable to old stories from a Wild West frontier. They're a sign that we need to look at this kind of information with a critical eye. We'll let you be the judge. Thanks for watching. Which one of these hidden things on Mars interests you the most? Do you think it's all a big coincidence, or the theorists were right? Perhaps hoaxes? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye!